All right, hey, good morning. June 29th, it's me again, Brian Staley. Getting ready to do my first ever triathlon. I'm doing it as a relay, Kelly swimming. But for those who've been following, today's gonna be probably my biggest day. I'm gonna do a 55-mile bike ride, which is basically what the race will be. And I'm gonna practice, I'm gonna do a transition, get on the bike, 55 miles, come back, then I'm gonna do about a 45-minute run. So I might ask Kelly to film me, I don't know, but today I've got all the gear, I've got the nutrition, I've got the hydration, I've got stops planned along the route that Kelly's gonna help me at, and yeah, it's a big day. So I'm gonna go get to that today, and then we'll see how it turns out. I'll give you the update once it's done, unless Kelly films the transition. So we'll talk soon. Thanks. All right, it's June 29th. The update for today's Crucible. So I had mentioned I was going to practice nutrition and go on a long bike ride, and boy, was today a long bike ride, long workout. Which means this will probably be a long video because I'm going to try to recap everything. So lesson number 1, make sure to do a map reconnaissance, not a map reconnaissance, an actual ride through of the route you're going to go. I grabbed a route that I found online, 55 miles, looked pretty good, looked at it on the map, everything looks great. It said 4% of it would be gravel, so I was like, I can handle that, not too bad. Okay, well, took off right on time, 7 o'clock, practiced a little bit of transition, got out, hopped on the bike, had everything with me that I was planning for. Start biking down through the route. Things seem to be going okay until I get to one area. My first big long straightaway, and I say long meaning about 8 miles, everything else prior was shorter. That's gonna take me to my first checkpoint. Well, I'm zooming along and all of a sudden I see a sign straight ahead of me that says bridge closed. Well, I was hopeful that I could go around it and follow the route that I had on my phone, and that didn't happen. The bridge was completely out. I couldn't cross, so I had to turn around and backtrack to a parallel road, or I paralleled, went back, skirted around it. I called up Kelly and told her that I wasn't sure where I was going, and I ended up getting back onto the road south of the bridge. It took me about 2.7 miles out of the way. Got back on the road, start heading south, and sure enough, there's the gravel. Not my favorite. I have learned today that I do not like biking on gravel, especially with your shoes clipped in. And it was very loose gravel. Anyway, so I worked my way down. Kelly was right on time, right at the spot where we pre-coordinated. Very similar to what the route's going to be in Sandusky. So I didn't drink both of my bottles of electrolytes or hydration. I only drank one, so we traded out. I grabbed it, it went fine, good transition. I had my gel aid, my gel, that seemed to go fine. Turned the corner, zooming along, and then I realized that my route on my phone didn't update because since I diverted, it kept trying to put me back to where I departed from the route. So luckily the route was displayed on my phone, albeit very faint, but it didn't give me directions or distances. It just kept trying to reroute me to do a U-turn to go back to where I was. So lesson 2 is make sure that you know how the apps are going to function and how you can move forward if you are going to use that. Didn't use earbuds today because that's not what I'll be doing on the actual Ironman course itself. So continued along, followed it, and I don't think I hit more gravel till I turned off of that road, and it was nasty. This gravel was rocks. I mean, it was legit rocks, and it wasn't like any pavement at all. It was gravel. It was, and when they say gravel, I'm gonna say it was like this gravel right here. I mean, this sucks to ride on. And so in my mind, I'm doing all the math to figure out 8% of 50 some miles and how many minutes should I be riding on this gravel? No, I rode on that stuff for probably 15 or 20 miles. It just took forever. Actually, it was probably close to 15, probably really close to 15 because I ended up exiting that gravel and linking up with Kelly at the second stop we set up for hydration. So I was a little angry. And I learned that in addition to not liking gravel, gravel uphills is not fun either. So a lot of uphill. And then to top it off, getting passed by pickup trucks or farm equipment on a gravel road going uphill is also not cool. So I ended up stopping, literally stopping and getting on my bike because I didn't want to end up rolling on the ground. So anyway, continued my hydration, continued my nutrition. Everything seemed to be going okay. I turned my final leg. You know, my message said, my phone said, running out of power. So I was panicking that I wasn't going to be able to find my way home. So luckily, turned the corner. I'm on the, I guess, the north loop, or the northern stretch of road, and I'm going to run into Kelly again at my final hydration station. And I was going to be next to one of the windmills, and I came up to it and didn't see Kelly. So I was starting to get frustrated and upset that she missed it, and I was on gravel again, and I was angry at the world. And I kept going, and then the road cleared up a little bit. It wasn't crap gravel. And then Kelly was there. And so I got my last nutrition and hydration, and I grabbed, I thought it would be a good idea to grab one of these protein bars that's got a little caffeine in it. And I was experiment trying today. You know, it's supposed to give you a little bit of energy and stuff. Now, for anybody who knows me, they know that I don't drink coffee. I really don't do a lot of caffeine either, like sodas and stuff. So took that bar, thought it was going to be okay on the home stretch. My phone's about to die. Kelly, thank God, she was pacing me for like the final 10 miles. I shouldn't say pacing me. She was going up to a corner, so I knew where I wasn't turning or where to go. But got back here, came in, phone died about a mile and a half away from home, and that's fine. I knew where I was. And I ended up coming back in, did my transition. Transition actually wasn't too bad. My legs didn't feel too wonky. Grabbed a ton of water, drank some at my little setup here, and then I got my shoes on, you know, stripped, pretended to switch my bib around, and then took off on a run. Now the plan was to go for 45 minutes today, and by the time I just heard this on the radio, by 11:30 today, it was already 91 degrees, so it was hot. And I took off running, and it was slow at first. My little trot on my downhill, uphill 1.4 loop, intersection and back, and it went okay. And I turned that one. Oh, so the bike time was, I want to say 4:10. I left at 7, and I got off my bike at 11:10. It was 11:10. I got off the bike, and then I started running, and I did my first 1.4 miles in about 15 minutes, which I felt pretty good about because I was moving really slow. And then I think it was, about 15 minutes, because Kelly said it was 11:25 when I got back here. So I was excited. So I was going to do 2 more of those loops, and I got back down to the intersection, 0.7 miles away. So that would have been running 2.5 miles at the time, I think. No, 2.1 miles. And boy, did I hit a wall. A caffeine bar, I think. I just got a brutal headache. Heat was killing me. I was mad at the universe, and I had to walk. I thought I was gonna have a heat stroke for a minute. Luckily, I'm smart enough to know my body. I think I'm smart enough to know my body. So I ended up walking, and I was able to walk maybe a half mile. And then I ended up jogging it back in, and I got some water, and I cooled off and drank a ton of water and some other Gatorade, and had a gel, and realized that caffeine, I'm not taking caffeine that day up. I'll stick with a regular protein bar, and I think I'll be good. The other thing that I learned is that I really didn't pass or have a lot of cars pass me. Saw maybe 3 or 4 people over the course of the route I did today. And Kelly stopped, and when I saw her a couple times, having somebody else with you makes a world of difference. Absolute world of difference. Just to know that there's somebody, anybody, rooting you on to keep going. And so I guess that's my plea right now, that if anybody's going to be around weekend of the Sandusky 70.3, anywhere on the course, not just for me, yes, I'm asking for me, but for anybody who's racing one of these or doing this race, being there for them is important, really important. So overall today, I would say that I passed my Crucible. I know I've got some areas to still work on, but this was the hardest workout that I have. 3 weeks from today is the actual race. So this was the hardest one I'm supposed to do. The rest should be just practicing and honing and staying loose. And I think I got that nutrition licked. And oh, by the way, times, I figured it out. Kelly swim, my bike, and run times, we should be able to complete the course. And that's even including my walking. So we should be able to complete the course, and hopefully we'll avoid a DNF and come home with a little bit of hardware, at least the finish hardware, that is. So I think we're on track to meet my goal of completing the Sandusky half. We're gonna know a lot more in 3 weeks for sure. Well, we'll know in 3 weeks because we'll be done by then. So that's it for now. Very long video, 10 minutes here, plus whatever I filmed as a prep. And to put it in perspective, let's see, 4 hours and another 30 minutes, 4.5. So, geez, oh, Pete, that's a lot of time. 250 minutes. I was out doing a workout today, and this is a 10-minute video, so that's 4% of how long I was out there. My math is correct. I don't trust my math now, but that's it. Keep training, keep trying. Don't lose hope. You guys can do it. I'm confident I can do it. I'm confident we can do it. And I hope to catch you guys out on the course. Take care.